continuous journey of water that starts from sea, river, lake, etc. to the sky, then to the land, and finally back to the sea is called water cycle. There are four processes in water cycle such as evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. First, evaporation. When the sun shines on river, lake, sea, etc., the heat of the sun changes some water into vapor. The changes of water into vapor is called evaporation. The water vapor changes into tiny droplets on melting cooler. This process is called condensation. And again, it falls as a rain in the surface of the earth is called precipitation. And we are collecting some waters in a well, and as well as we are going to the lake and sea. This process is called collection. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Ananya. I am Divyashri. We are from class 7th D here to speak about our project. Now, my friend will explain the main uses of this project. When we are using electrical weight machine, it may cost above 5,000 rupees. Instead of it, you can use this weight machine. It may cost very less price. Now, my friend Ananya will explain the remaining things. Now I'm going to explain how this project works. This project works on the basis of Pascal law. Now, when we give pressure in this wood, the water which is in the tube will rises above and it will show the weight. But it will not show the correct weight at the first time. When we multiply it by 2.7, it will show the weight. We have written the graph at the back side. Beside this wood, we are having a spiral thing. Thank you, friends. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kanishka to present about this rainwater harvesting. The rainwater harvesting is a sustainable process which helps in future needs. In this future needs, we can know about rainwater harvesting. This is a rainwater harvesting to a good way to conserve water. However, rainwater can be used for washing clothes, cleaning, cooking, bathing, and for all other livestock requirements. From this rainwater harvesting, we can tell about this as conserve water. Thank you. This is the explanation of about rainwater harvesting.
Happy afternoon to one and all present here. You can see the agriculture fields or what are all present here. The factory wasted water are stored in a small container and the water has been flown on the ocean. The agriculture field get damaged by the factory wastewaters can be affected all by, and the ocean water will be kill all the fishes and all the human and all the aquatic materials.
Hi, I'm Hema Malini. I'm 7th standard C section. I'm going to say about rainwater harvesting. First, we want to know what is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the collecting water and storing rainwater in the different way. First we want to collect the rainwater from the rooftop. Next, the rainwater want to collected in filtered tank. The filtered water want to transfer in well or tank. From the well, the water will go to plants and drinking and using purpose. There is a less quality. Protect our from chemicals. Import water bottles, and in future we can save the water.
from Amalorpavam School 7th D. I'm going to talk about my project. My project title name is Types of Pollution. I'm going to explain about the types of pollution, what I am having here. First, I'm going to talk about land pollution. In this, you can see that you know about pollution, that we should not do that. Even though we should not do that, we are doing that. So it is wrong. First, we are going to see about land pollution. In here, a dustbin was fell down and the wastes were there. Some of them are throwing the wastes as it is, so that it forms fungus, and if the animals come and eat it or smell it, it gets diseases. So we should avoid land pollution. Next, we are moving to air pollution. Here we are seeing that in the factory, a smoke is coming out. Next, you can see the park, a green park. So in the factory, if the waste is coming out, you will see we should not first of all build factories. I'm not telling that we should not build. In a limited way here to build. The smoke will disturb others and get for breathing problem, wheezing problem. Before days, the parks and all, there will be green trees and natural birds. So nowadays it is not there. So we should not do like that. Because of this, the oxygen level is going down. So next we are going to see about water pollution. The waste from the factories, chemical factories, it's coming through the water. This is also a wrong method. We should not do like this. The animals which are coming to drink this water will get affected. So that what I'm telling to say at last is, we should not pollute our nature. Be healthy. Thank you.
Hi everyone.
We are the students of 7th D. I'm Yanu.
I'm Sara. I'm going to explain about robotic arm. The robotic arm have a four to six joints. It's called robotic arm.
The robotic arm have a high degree of motion used for doing the projects.
The computer control robotic is called robotic arm.
The future of robotic arm is the robotic arm market.
We are the pair
here to end this. Thank you.
Hi friends, I'm M. Nandana here to describe this project, solar irrigation.
Hi friends, I'm R. Amos Chi from 7th D. I'm going to describe this project.
First of all, let us see the four parts of this project. The first one is solar panels. The second one is the pump controller. The third one is pump. And the fourth one is overhead tank. First of all, the sun gives light to the earth. Then the solar panels will absorb the sunlight and it will convert it into electricity and it will give it to the pump controller. If we switch the pump controller on, the pump controller will pass the electricity to the pump, which will take water from the ground. And after taking the water from the ground, it will pure the water and it will set to the overhead tank. The water will be get stored there. Then whenever we want water, we can use it from there.
First of all, this is a eco-friendly environment system. In this, people all know that it is very costly. We no need to buy. But the solar panel is the cheapest one. And we can save energy also in it. They will give a battery for it. We can save energy in it. If there is no current in our house, we can save the energy in the battery and then we can use it. In this, we are going to end the speech by telling this is the way to save the electrical bill and we can save the energy by it. Thank you.
This device name is automatic fire extinguisher. This is very useful to us because without human influence we can live. Because this device name is sensonal. It will absorb the heat. Because of from the water pump, the water will come. This device is followed by malls, theaters, some flats because in the flats they will keep this device because it is very important because in the flats there will be arranged with line wise because it will be spread over, so it is very useful to keep in flats. This device are be very precious and important thing.
Hi, my name is Kamesh. I am from 7th. My project name is Laser Security Alarm. First, we can see about application. It can be used as a safety locker for your home and office. It can be also used in jails to keep a criminals within a boundaries. It can be now we can see about working. In this circuit, we are using LDR. LDR full form is light depends resistor. LDR as a light resistance decreases, it's allow transistor to contact. In this charge, resistance will be light and over. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Visagan. I am from 7th. I am here to talk about the Newton's cradle. Newton's cradle is not founded by Isaac Newton. The founder of Newton's cradle is Marius J. Maurin. And the Newton's cradle first name was Executive Toy, and it derived as a toy in earlier 1967. An English actor coined the name as Newton's cradle because this is the third law. This is explain the third law of Isaac Newton. The third law of Isaac Newton is for any action there is a equal and opposite reaction. For example, keep it in a point and leave it. If it is a iron ball, it goes to the same point and comes around, and it will not end in the iron ball. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vishwanathan and he is Sairam. We are from 7th and our project is laser security system. Our project is consists of a box and a laser. When we start and we circle that, when the light reaches the LDR, the sound will not come, and when we break the light, it will come. This is because of this small LDR, and this is a very simple small circuit. When the light touches the LDR, the circuit will stops. When we stops the light, the circuit gets connected and the buzzer will work. This is the project of this room. Thank you.
My name is Manibalan. I'm studying 7th standard J section. I'm going to say about solar system. Mercury, Venus is the hottest planet because the sun is near to the two planets. There are 9 planets are there. The 9th planet is Pluto. Pluto is draft planet. The Pluto come to the Earth means Earth is destroyed because Earth having more gravity. Pluto is not having any gravity. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sarvesh. My project name is vacuum cleaner, DIY vacuum cleaner. First to take one PVC pipe, I sliced the corners and I kept one buzzer and cap and L pipe, 2 L pipes, and taking one holder and making that Fevicol. Using that Fevicol, I have pasted this to 2 corners. And using this one, I take one DC motor and I placed in the PVC pipe. With using that hair dryer fan, I have been done this project. Using a Exide battery, 12.4 volt battery circuit, I have been did this one. With if we connect this to this things, it will start action. And thank you.
In phone, we can type a hologram and some videos will come. I think and one transparent sheet like sheet we can keep in slanting way and keep the hologram and play the video of hologram and it will reflect what it is keep the hologram. It will show many videos like butterfly and etc. Thank you.
We are the students of class 7th G. Our device name is Rain Detect Alarm. When someone work in game, when the clothes are in dry, our rain detect alarm will work. With the use of the sound, the sensor will work. The sound will be produced.
We can save the water in this method. It is made up of sensor and buzzer. When device name is Rain Detect Alarm.
Thank you.
This name is Amalorpavam. What we want to do means we want to press this means it will rotate. We can help the people there in the sea.
We can help the people from this. We can press the button. We can operate this. We can help the child who are failing in the waste holes. We can take them out without any problem. Here we have a sensor which have camera and light. Thanks for this.
Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about this emu vibrant metal. This metal is made up of very strong metal and a nice metal. This is an ultimate metal I give for name. This metal is fully with a metal. This is a model of this metal. This metal is very safety metal we can put. The metal fully we can have the alarm resolution. So anybody takes this metal, we get the alarm is beep. So anybody take this and go in the metal is the heat metal with the heat. The heat the thief can hold. Emo log one website the Apple notification us. If someone taking your this one safety jewelry something things. So you tell the notification comes in the app itself you have emergency number. So you call the police and come here and in my home the thieves are stealing my things. You tell the fighters the police are come to the house and they caught the thief. So you can use this hemo vibrant metal. This is very useful for homeless people or beggars. This is in the future. This is very helpful for everyone. So thank you, friends.
My name is Vashil Basha. I am 7th. It is my project handbar. We can to drive and manage the traffic because it is a handbar. We made only this handbar also made it, so we can also learn in the game. Thank you.
இதுதான் வந்து 3D ஹாலோகிராம் ஸ்க்ரீன் சொல்லுவாங்க. இது வந்து நம்ம இந்த சின்ன வயசுலாம் பெரியவங்கலாம் கேட்டிங்கன்னா அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க சின்னதாக ஒரு ஓட்டையில் வந்து அவங்க திருநாள்லாம் பார்த்துருப்பாங்க. இது அதோட வந்து எவல்யூஷன் தான். இது வந்து 3Dயே நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும். இது வந்து உள்ள ஃபோன் இருக்குது. இது வழியாக நம்ம பார்க்க போது நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இந்த ஃபோனில் வீடியோ வச்சோன்னா நம்மளுக்கு அது தெரியும். ஆனால் இதில் வந்து ஃபோனில் பார்க்கறதோட நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு சேஃபாகவே இருக்கும். இது ஒரு பெனிஃபிட் இருக்குது இதுக்கு. நம்ம இதில் வந்து ஃபோனில் பார்க்க போது நம்மளுக்கு அல்ட்ரா யூவி ரேஸ்னு ஒரு ரேஸ் வந்து அதுலேருந்து வெளியிடுது. அது நம்ம கண்ணில் இருக்க முக்கியமான பாகமான ரெக்டினை நம்ம பாதிக்குது. அதுலேருந்து நான் வந்து நம்மளை சேஃபாக பாதுகாக்கிறதுக்கு தான் இது. இந்த லேமினேஷன் ஷீட்டில் அந்த அல்ட்ரா யூவி ரேஸ் படப்போது அது அப்படியே ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகி அதோட அஃபெக்ஷன் வந்து பாதி அப்படியே குறைஞ்சிடுது. அதனால் நம்ம வந்து அது சேஃபாக இருக்கும் நம்ம கண். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நம்ம சின்ன பசங்களுக்கு தான் அந்த அல்ட்ரா யூவி ரேஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப அஃபெக்ஷன் உண்டாக்கும். அவங்களுக்கு தான் இது வந்து நான் வந்து தயாரித்தேன். இது வந்து நம்ம க்ளோனஸ் வேணும்னா வந்து நம்ம இருட்டில் பார்த்தோன்னா இன்னும் நல்லாவே இருக்கும். இது நம்ம வந்து ஆஃபீஸ் ஏதாவது இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸு ஸ்கூலு காலேஜு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ் இந்த இடத்துல நம்ம இது யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸில் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேஷண்ட்ஸ்க்கு வந்து அங்கங்கே ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் வந்து இதில் நம்ம வந்து அவங்களுக்கு காட்டலாம்.
7th. This my project is called multi-purpose irrigation. We can see about the multi-purpose irrigation. First of all, if we have agricultural land, we can make a pond in this, and we can connect a pump, and we can store water in the storage tank. In the storage tank, we can irrigate the farms, and also if we have farmhouse, we can also use for this house. Cooking vessels, bathing, cleaning clothes, etc. Thank you.
I am Alvin Raja from 7th J. I am going to talk about solar panel. This solar panel get from electric from sun and get electricity. We can get less amount of money. For we can use this for our useful. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Mohammed Qasim. I am from class 7th I. This is a hologram. ஃபோன் வந்து இதில் கண்ணாடியில் வச்சா அந்த கண்ணாடி வந்து ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் அடிக்கும். அது மாதிரி சின்ன பசங்களாம் வந்து இந்த ஃபோன் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது கண் நல்லா பவர் அடிக்கும். இது வந்து நம்ம இது போட்டால் கொஞ்சம் பவர் வந்து கொஞ்சம் குறையும். தேங்க்யூ.
Good morning, one and all. I am Tanushka from 7th A, and she is my partner Sweta from 7th A. Our theme is to be an Asian period and also about the Aimberungapiyangal. This is Aimberungapiyangal. We have gave topics for it: Sivaka Sindhamani, Valayabadi, Manimegalai, Silappadigaram, and Kundalakesi. And these characters' names are listed out here. And also now this is about Asian period, right? So we have given for a house we have given a tree. So like that in manner you should also be plant your trees, because nowadays we are just getting water bottles. Likewise in our future we will get oxygen, and for avoiding that we want to plant trees more and more. And about this my partner Sweta will explain you.
I'm Shweta, here to present the science exhibition. This is Aimberungapiyangal. In Tamil, we are telling about this is house and trees. We are explaining about Aimberungapiyangal. That is means there are more that Aimberungapiyangal. There is 5 Aimberungapiyangal. That is Sivaka Sindhamani, Valayabadi, Manimegalai, Kundalakesi, Silappadigaram. Yes, though the stories characters are in the trees. In ancient periods there are many trees and all to get the oxygen, but nowadays there is no oxygen because the trees they are cutting the trees and they are building the buildings. So we can place some trees and plants. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Inia from 7th A. I'm here to explain this project with my partner, and our name is Preeti from 7th A. Our project title is Solar and Lunar Eclipse. Solar eclipse. When the moon passes in front of the sun, causing a shadow to fall on the certain place is called solar eclipse. It forms due to the daytime. It occurs once in a year. When the earth passes in front of the sun, it forms a shadow to fall on a certain place of the moon. It casts due to the night time. It casts 3 times in a year. Thank you.
Hi, I am Jayasri. I am from 7th standard. My topic is Vayalum Vayal Sandha Pagudiyum.
என்னோட டாபிக் வந்து மருதநிலம். மருதநிலம் என்றால் வயலும் வாழ்வும். இங்கு மருதநில மக்கள் உழவர் மற்றும் உழத்தியர். அவங்கள் வணங்கும் தெய்வம் இந்திரன். இந்திரனை ஏன் வணங்குகிறார் என்றால், விவசாயம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன தேவை? நீர் அல்லது மழை. இந்திரனை வணங்கினால் மழை பெய்யும் என்ற ஒரு ஐதீகம். அதனால் இந்திரனை வணங்குகிறார்கள். இங்க இருக்கும் விலங்குகள் ஆடு, மாடு மற்றும் காளை. காளையை வைத்து ஜல்லிக்கட்டு என்று ஒரு போட்டி நடத்துவார்கள். இங்க முக்கியமான மரம் வந்து மருத மரம். தேங்க்யூ.
I'm Janani of 7th B. This is Pradanya, my partner. My topic is Hindu festival. First, என் டாபிக் வந்து ஹிந்து ஃபெஸ்டிவல். நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு பொங்கல் பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிடுறேன். பொங்கல் வந்து நம்ம 4 நாள் கொண்டாடுவோம். அதாவது பொங்கல், போகி, தைப்பொங்கல், மாட்டுப்பொங்கல், அப்புறம் கருநாள். இதை வந்து நம்ம 4 நாள் கொண்டாடுறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து புளியசக்தி. இதை பற்றி எனக்கு அவ்வளோ டீட்டெயில்ஸ் தெரியல. ஆனால் சில பேர் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, இது வந்து பர்த் ஆனிவர்சரி ஆஃப் விநாயகர். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து தீபாவளி. தீபாவளினா தீபத்தின் ஒளி. நம்ம வந்து தீபாவளி கொண்டாடுறதுக்கு காரணம் என்னன்னா, கிருஷ்ணரோட ஒய்ஃப் கம்சனை அழிச்சப்போ கம்சன் சொன்னது என்னன்னா, இந்த கெட்டவன் அழிகிற இந்த உலகத்துல ஒரு கெட்டவன் அழிகிற இந்த நாள் நீங்க ஒரு பெரிய விழாவா கொண்டாடணும். நம்ம தீபாவளி கொண்டாடணும். தீபமும் ஒரு ஃபெஸ்டிவல் ஆஃப் லைட்ஸ் தான். சரஸ்வதி பூஜை வந்து நம்ம படிப்பும் நம்ம தொழிலும் செழிப்பா இருக்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம கொண்டாடுறோம். தேங்க்யூ.
Happy morning to all. My name is Mofika Rashin from 7th B, here to explain about features in Smart City. A smart city is a technologically modern city that uses different types of electronic method to collect specific data. It becomes life easy. In my smart city, I have a police station. In that, we have a booth system. It will show the complaints in the society. This is ATM. This is petrol bank. This petrol bank is having the solar panel. This is bungalow adjacent into apartments. This is a hospital with a high technology. There is a solar panel, and this is a school. We have a school in White Town, located in White Town. In this school, we have a more technology like a playground. This is a metro station. In metro station, there is a train. It will not be, the metro station is become because it will not give any pollution, and it is the faster transport. This is railway station, and this is hydraulic bridge. When the marine is moving into the hydraulic bridge, it will move upside and down. And this is a lighthouse. Thank you.
We are the 7th girls. We are going to say about Indus Valley civilization. So, myself, I am Yaskavya.
And myself, A. Sarthana.
So, first I am going to say about Harappa. This Harappa is found by Alexander Cunningham. He was a founder of Harappa. So, there are 2 houses, like upper house and the lower house. In upper house, there is a north, and the lower house in the south. So, they have the market like 2 in Kanyakumari. And then the Charles Mason was put the railway track like to Lagu to Karachi, and then they were find the Multan. Alexander Banerjee was research that is one cave, like we want to, that is one cave. So in that cave they will have gold, silver, bronze, and then copper. When they were digging, they have find more iron. Why? Because our people, they don't know to use the iron, so they didn't take the iron. So next we are going to the part from this is Saraswati river and this is Ravi river. So they are having all the animals. They don't know to use horse. They use ox and unicorn.
And next we are going to see about Mohenjo-daro. It is about a girl's god, and Thai Deva Valipadu means they only praise about girls. And we are going to see about Pusari Arasan. Pusari Arasan, he is also a god and a king. And in Harappa we saw about Dhaniya Kalanji, like that. In Mohenjo-daro, it is a big Dhaniya Kalanji, and the swimming pools like this. In the swimming pool we had many steps going down. In only there will be a swimming pool, and the three sides have 3 rooms for dressing. And when we are digging only, they saw her 17.04 meter on one of the elephants shone. And nowadays we are using the utensils, but in those days they used like clay pot. Thank you.
Hi, she is Hemavati. Hi, hello. She is Priyadarshini. I am going to speak about volcano. When the volcano is not burst, near the volcano, it will be greenish. And there are so many animals. And the volcano is burst. They will be destroyed.
It will show a symptom while the volcano is going to burst.
She is using that is chemical substances. This is a powder. You want to use a hot water. You should not use a cold water. It is bursting. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Deepti and
hi, I'm Samiksha.
Today we are going to talk about solar system. The sun is the head of the solar system. And first, let me talk about Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet and it is near to the sun. And next, let me talk about the Venus. Venus is the red planet. And let me talk about Earth. Earth is the blue planet and the human beings live. Mars is the hottest planet in the Earth. Between Mars and Jupiter, we find asteroid belts. Jupiter is the first biggest planet found on the Earth, and the second is Saturn. And next, let me talk about Uranus. Uranus was found by the Greek mythology. And let me talk about Neptune. Neptune is the last and final planet. But we found the 9th planet as Pluto. Pluto is not considered as the 9th planet because it is a dwarf planet. It went out from the orbit, so it is not considered as the last 9th planet.
Comet and meteor. Comet and meteor or shooting star found on the universe.
Comet and meteor are found on the universe like shooting stars. Let me tell now that in February month we have a shooting star came into our Earth. Thank you.
Hi, I am Gayatri Devi. Today I am going to talk about volcano. The volcano we using is vinegar and some ingredients. Eno is very bad for our health. Why? Because Eno was very bad. We using Eno vinegar to do this and ice water and hot water.
Hi, I am Shivaranjani. I use the Eno having carbonate acid and citric acid, carbonate by acid.
Vinegar has citric acid. While we mixing this two, it has become boiling and it will be made very nicely. And it's while we in acidity, we will use eno for more times, because please don't use eno. Why means eno it's as having carbonate acid and citric acid. In citric acid and carbonate acid, it will be very best, and good things and all will came out and bad things will come out. Thank you.
Good morning to all. I am Brijesh from class 7H. I am going to explain about Pacific Ocean round rocks. This is the Pacific Ocean round rocks where they are broken into simpler pieces because of chemical. Chemical is in the sea. Because of our human being, the chemicals in the factories and all mixed in the sea. So the rocks in the Pacific Ocean are started to break. It is in Paleolithic century. So we want to protect this one. So I have created this model. We want to prevent and get awareness to all.
Hi friends, I am Sriram from 7th H. Today I am going to tell about solar system. There are 9 planets. Last 9th planet is called Pluto. It is made up of air and some other dust. Sun is a source of energy. It has a very powerful material. We can see Mercury and Venus. Mercury is a type of asteroid which is taking the source from the energy and scattering the rays. Venus is taking the rays, sun energy and rays. Earth as living creatures. Neptune and Uranus are cold planets because of the heat rays will not fall on the Neptune and Uranus. Jupiter is having 3 poles and have 65 moons. When we compare Earth and Jupiter, we can put Earth three times in the Jupiter. Earth as living creatures. Thanks.
My name is Mehashri. I am from class 7K. 7K. This is solar drip irrigation. This is sun and this is solar panel. The solar panel will receive the heat from the sun and the house will receive heat from this and it will be converted into electricity and the bulb grows. This is well and it will collect rainwater.
And this is a pump controller which control the pump. Through the pump controller, the water will be collected from the well and then the water will be passes through the pump. The water is present in the pump, it passes through the pipe and then it goes for motherland so that the plants and crops will grow easily. Thank you.
Hi friends, we are from 7th year here to present the hydraulic gnome. I'm a Karishma and she is a Saganat. The hydraulic robot, we use the syringe to use. The syringe, it's not electricity, it's a full of water pressure. We use the water pressure. When the syringe was pressed, the pressure will go here and it will be worked. And it's used to make it to up and down and it used to make it to left and right. Do it.
The hydraulic robot arm incorporates the system by combining problem solving.
Thank you friends.
Good evening everyone. I am S. Harini of 7th A. I am C. Harini of 7th A. This is the model of smart home which includes rainwater harvesting, solar panel, terrace garden, hologram, 3 types of dustbin. Rainwater harvesting. During rainy season, we usually waste the water, but we can use it for purifying the water. This is the model of terrace farming. This terrace farming includes vegetables, fruits and flowers. Instead of buying in shops, we can plant it in our home itself. Solar panel. The heat produced by the sun, we can use it for generating electricity. 3 types of dustbin. 3 types of dustbin. Yellow represents plastic, green represents glass and red represents metal. With this, we end up our speech. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Hello everyone.
everyone, I am Safana. I made a project which I named as 3D hologram. I got an idea for making this project for children's entertainment. We will go to theaters with our family members only. In theaters they will show only 2D movies. Children will be getting very bored in that. So I got an idea of making this 3D hologram with simple two materials. One I made it an 45-degree angle of glass, and if you place this mobile here, the 3D reflection in the phone will be coming here. So children will be getting entertained by watching the 3D things. With this, I would like to end my speech. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello. Now I am talk about how this one working. நம்ம இப்போ ஏதாச்சும் வெளில போகும்போது நம்ம ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு இல்லைன்னா அப்படியே விட்டுட்டு போயிடுவோம். நம்ம இதை ஆன் பண்ணினா அப்படியே விட்டு போயிடுவோம். இதனால இது கரண்ட் வந்து வீணாகுது. ஆனால் நம்ம வந்து இப்போ வந்து புது மெத்தடை நம்ம உருவாக்கிக்கிறோம். இந்தமாரி சோலார் பேனல் வாங்கி போட்டீங்கன்னா அதே இருட்டு ஆக 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 இந்த லைட் எரியும். வெளிச்சம் வந்து அதுவே ஆஃப் ஆகிடும். நாங்கள் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் மெத்தட். இப்போ வந்து சன்லைட் வந்து இங்கே படும்போது இதை ஃபுல்லாக சுற்றி இங்கே போய்ட்டு கவர் ஆகும். இங்கே போய்ட்டு சேவ் பண்ணி வைக்கிறதுனால இங்கே பேட்டரி சேவ் பண்ணி வச்சிடும். இப்போ வந்து நைட் ஆக ஆக இது போய்ட்டு இங்கே பவர் கொடுத்து இப்போ லைட் எரியும். பார்த்தீங்களா லைட் எரியுதா? ஆனாலும் இப்போ போய் லைட் எரியும். இது போய் லைட் எரியும். அதனால நம்ம காசு அவ்வளோ செலவு இல்லை. பவர் சப்ளையும் நிறையா கொடுக்கலாம். பவர் சப்ளை நம்மளுக்கு அவ்வளோ வேஸ்ட் ஆகாது. இதுலேயே 3 மெத்தட் இருக்குது.
நம்ம இன்னொரு மெத்தட்லையும் பண்ணலாம். சோலார் பேனல் இன்னொன்று நம்ம பண்ணலாம். இந்த மாதிரி டைமிங் ஃபிட் பண்ணி இப்போ சில பேருங்கன்னா டைமிங் இல்லாமல் விட்டுட்டு போயிடுறாங்க சில பேருங்க. அதுலேயே நம்ம இத்தனை மணிலேருந்து 6 மணிலேருந்து 7 மணி வரைக்கும் நம்ம டைம் ஃபிட் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டா கரெக்டாக அதுலேருந்து இது இத்தனை மணிக்குள்ளே அது கரெக்டாக ஆஃப் ஆயிரும். அதனால் நம்மளே கரண்ட் அதிகமாக நம்ம சேவ் பண்ணலாம். தேங்க்யூ. வெல்கம்.
I tell about remote control car. This remote control car is emergency remote control car. See, forest, house. There is emergency means ambulance, fire engine. That one is didn't come on the lat come. This is a remote control car, emergency car.
Hi, I'm Midun Raj. I'm in 7th G. I'm studying in Amalorpavam High Secondary. So we are making the microscope. Welcome to our microscope project. Let's come. This project made by 900 rupees. But want to buy ready-madely means 5,000 to 70,000 rupees want to buy. These have 3 types of microscope. First type of microscope was simple microscope. Second type of microscope was compound microscope. Third type of microscope was Palpatine microscope. First type of microscope, simple microscope. First found the simple microscope first. That only simple microscope have only one lens. But this is compound microscope. Compound microscope have 3 lenses. Here one lens, and here also one lens, and have one light. Clinical microscope have we can test that blood test and all. They have more energy at all. Thank you.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Udiyasri and my partner name is Janani. I am from class 7B. I am here to describe our solar system. Our solar system consists of our sun and stars and everything about to it gravity. The planets such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Our sun is giving light to every planet. Mercury is so closest to the sun and it won't be cold, it won't be hot. It is a cold planet because water is full of water in Mercury, so that it feel as cold. Venus is the hottest planet in solar system. Earth we can live in Earth because there is no gravity. Gravity means in Tamil, புவியீர்ப்பு விசை. When we are throwing the apple up, it will come down. It is called as gravity. Mars is having one more name as red spot planet. We are seeing the small stones, it's called asteroids. Jupiter is the biggest planet in solar system. Saturn is having the ring around it. It is made of dust and ice petal. Uranus is the 7th planet in solar system. Neptune is also called blue planet. Thank you.
My name is Hari Prasad. I am from Savanthi. My project name is vacuum cleaner. First, we have to take one box or something. Then we have to set the motor and the leg. First, we have to put hole in back side and we have to set the switch to on. The vacuum cleaner will steady.
I am Hari Arasudan from 7th F, here to present my science project. This is cleaning robot. How it works means I kept one water pump here and I connect with the tube. I control with this remote control. While the water is coming here, I am having one sponge to wipe the water. While the robot moves, the sponge will clean the water in the floor.
The smart home is very important in our life. For time management, the smart homes and companies, the tank is full. The buzzer will be on, and the solar power the energy of solar power, the light will be gets on. This is the doorbell. The doorbell will be on. Any thieves are coming. On the time the doorbell will be on. Thank you.
Welcome to the science exhibition. This is a hydraulic JCP. I am studying in 7th F in Amalorpavam Higher Secondary School. Now I am going to operate the hydraulic JCP.
See how is working, you see.
Welcome.
I am Kavi Mudan from 7th F and he is my friend Mithilesh. Here we are two from same class. We are going to explain this sample model of this Tesla coil. This is battery. From this battery the low voltage current is passing through. It will pass through transistor and resistor. This too will lower the voltage and send to this coil. It will create the magnetic flux around it, and if you get a bulb, CFL bulb, and if you keep closer to the coil, it will glow. So we can make it bigger and use that wireless transformers. Still, till the 1920s, it was used in medical purposes, electroradiography. It was found by the Nikola Tesla in 1891. Thank you.
Hello, we are the students of 7th G. We are to present the boat. We make the cardboard to do this boat, and we place the recharge battery and give the charge.
And there in the motor and fan and switch. That's all. Rainwater harvesting is the process of saving and saving rainwater is the easy way. We saving the rainwater saves in the top of the house. It comes and with a pipe. It's save in the tank. In the monsoon season, the summer season starts. The tank in the water become water vapor and go to the cloud, and this process is called rainwater harvesting.
I'm Nashik here to present my project. My project name is Day and Night 3D model. We showing the Day and Night 3D model. Sun will rotate the sun every 365 days, and then Earth also rotate the sun every 24 hours. That's why we getting the day and night. That's all.
This is a day and night project. When India getting day means in UK they get night. That is a process. Thank you.
We have created this project. This is called blind glass. And now I will explain how this blind glass works. When the blind person going to hit the wall or something, the blind glass will give sounds. And this blind glass is made up of IR sensor, buzzer, alarm, and switch.
And also, if we use make the helping robot, we can keep any object and we switch on the switch means it will be come out. That's all of my project.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to our smart home. Our smart home consists of a small windmill and a solar panel. Where windmill gets electricity of solar panel, and we are using as a
Windmill as a saving the water. We are also saving the water and saving the electricity.
Today we are going to see the mountain errors alert device. This device was helpful for people. Why means this mountain stone and all fell down in the roadway means some cars coming means become action. For that only we do this activity. Thank you.
Began from 7th F to present the science exhibition. It is the laser security system. It's here helpful for many items such as this laser. There is a connected between these lasers.
I am Kaushik from 7th F. We are going to explain water cycle, how the rain is coming. This is a sun. The sun heats up, and the ice will melt, and it forms water, and the people are using that. Then the water will be continued, and it is staying. The water is staying one place. When the hot water burns, the water vapor will come. That is called evaporation. My friend Sabari of 7th F will continue
about the water cycle. I'm going to give an explanation of water cycle. Now we can see that the sun taking the evaporation by water vapor. What's the meaning of water vapor means because there's a water taking from the sun. It's called water vapor. It's like a gas. So the sun changes into the cloud will changes into a rain by liquid. It's more like a rain.
My name is Nitishti. I am from 7th B. I am going to explain about deforestation and afforestation. Afforestation means planting the trees. We can plant the trees. Because of planting the trees, the air is not polluted. We get pure water, and the birds also can nest.
I'm going to talk about deforestation. Cutting down of trees is called deforestation. We cut the trees means we cannot get oxygen. We build more factories means it may be cause air pollution. While using the factories, it can affect by the water. Thank you.
This is the mini fridge. Here we see the heat sink. From this heat sink, here in the middle of the heat sink and the CPU cooler fan, we have connected a white chip. It will give the cooling to this from this heat sink, and the cooler CPU fan will remove the heat from the fridge. We can use it for a long trip or a picnic. That will be very useful to us. Thank you.
Here to explain this, explain the wastewater management project. Here our aim is to recycle the wastewater and do not waste water. Here filtration means to take out the solid and fine particles from the water. Here we use the dirty water to make us a filtered water. Dirty water is passed by motor, and it is passed to charcoal and rocks, which filter the rocks and solid parts.
And in next class, it was filled with sponge, which will filter the fine particles, and it passes through the next glass. It will filter the pure water and will send it to this plant, and this uses for domestic uses.
We make solar plant. That this is the sun. It will go apply the heat energy. It will come as electric current.
We kept a rainwater harvesting system here. The water stored in the tank and we use for the houses. And we kept a park also. Next to the park, many of the children are addicted to the mobile phones. For that, we kept a park here. Thank you.
Hi friends, we are going to explain about sun. The sun contains hydrogen helium peroxide. So nowadays the sun is reducing the hydrogen helium peroxide. If on our phone the data has been finished, what we will do? We will recharge. So all the 8 planets contain hydrogen peroxide. When it finish, it will absorb all the 8 hydrogen peroxide and it will begin to raise low.
After that, it will absorb it, and the oil will go inside the sun. After that, the asteroid will come and hit the sun. The again the big bang will start.
Thank you.
My name is Yohitai. I'm going to give a short introduction about the solar system. Solar system consists of 8 planets such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. There are asteroid belts between Mars and Jupiter, further for Neptune.
It formed about 5 million years ago. The first 4 planets are called terrestrial planets, and the last 4 planets are called gas giants. This is because they are mostly made of gas and are bigger than the other planets.
Share. This is helpful for wandering people. They suddenly they have to take the water bottle. We will do next.
This is the automatic signal light in U-turn place. Here one car comes. Here also one car comes. This car came here means that a red signal here show with the help of the sensor. That car will stop, and this car came here means with this help of the sensor, the green light will on. So we can reduce the U-turn accident.
One and all. This topic name is solar irrigation. From the sunlight we will get the power and we will use. From this solar panel we will get, it will go into the battery. I will work on show. For the farmers and all it will be easy.
My name is Sai Sudeep. I am going to explain about this project. This project name is wireless power transmission. The coil take the power and give the power to the another coil. I fit the bulb in a coil. The bulb will glow so that we can understand the power is translated. This technology used in the smartphones.
My name is Nishi Charan. This is my partner. We are going to say about this drone. This drone is used for deforestation pits. When the dam breaks and when the water came into the village or a city, this drone will fly up. This camera will see the people, and the rescue team will see and it will safeguard the people.
The sun is reflecting to the solar power, sir, and then that solar is giving the energy to the fan, and then giving the energy to the light, sir, and then the light is giving the light into the house and the areas very brightly, sir, and the farmers for the farmers very helpful. Thank you.
Hologram technology is a three-dimensional projection which can be used without any special equipment such as camera or glasses. We can see the images by any angles. It will reflect the brightness of the mobile and we can see the image clearly.
This is helpful for one people. They suddenly they have to take the water bottle, which means they have to do.
Automatic sprinkler, it can sprinkle up to 2 plants, and it's will go and fill it with water, and it can itself sprinkle it. We have to improve it as if we like. This sprinkler is having 3 batteries and it can be recharged. It is working on the principle of hydroelectricity. Thank you.